What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Here are all the questions and answers from the community that were answered from EA today on their official Twitter page. If you haven't, go check that out. Forgive me for some mispronunciations of some words. I'm very tired and I won't have time to edit this the best, so it's just going to be quickly put together. Anyway, here's everything, just in case anyone missed anything on Twitter. So here's the whole recap, even the silly ones to the more serious questions. Enjoy, and I'll see you next time. From a guy from Reddit, I asked, will there be an option to play every faction on multiplayer, even though it wouldn't be as balanced? For fun, it would be cool to play Northern Soviets or GDIV's allies. And I asked for the guy on Reddit, you'll actually launch the two games separately, so multiplayer will be restricted to GDI and NOD, then allies Soviets within each of those games. Oh, the most important question of the day, boys. If I buy from Steam, do we need an Origin installed to play the game on Steam? Or if we only need to link and sign in with an EA account? Right now, a Steam player will need to link EA account upon first boot up. However, they will not need an Origin client installed. Yes! Fantastic news. I don't actually have a big problem with Origin, to be honest with you, but in its past history, it's been absolutely terrible for C&C, by the way, with like mods or anything you wanted to do, or maps or anything. Yes, I prefer Steam 100%. That's great. Okay, so question 2 from Reddit. Will there be LAN multiplayer? Answer, we don't have anything to announce about LAN today, but after our multiplayer Reddit post in February, we definitely heard that LAN was one of the most requested features from the community. So, not today. They're not going to announce anything today, so we'll see what happens. Okay, next question. How big are the Testicles, Obelisk, and Mammoth Tank from the 25th Anniversary Edition? Great question. Our estimates are around 4 inches tall for the Testicoil, Obelisk, and then it's going to be around 3.5 inches long for the Mammoth Tank. I can't wait to see them. Next question. The original German version, C&C, was censored. Is the remastered version also censored? The German version will use new remastered art assets for gameplay, also soldiers instead of robots. That was funny, man. What in the world? However, we're using the original German VO, which does still have some references to robots and androids. Yeah, because the German, oh man, that's too funny, because the German version had oh man, it was so stupid. But yeah, so German will not be censored, I believe. Okay, that's cool, by the looks of it. Hey, will I still be able to put in my pre-orders for the 25th Anniversary Edition on the limited run by the end of this month, or is it while stocks last? Also, will you have mod support in addition to the original cutscene? Thanks. Yes, you can still purchase the collector's edition up through April, so the end of this month would be fine. I don't think they want to go into detail if mod support or all sorts, so I'm not too sure. They didn't go into detail about that one, but they did talk about you can still purchase it for that. Okay, next question. Okay. We've been reading the C&C the question. How much does the dev team look into C&C subreddit for the feedbacks and suggestions? I laid out a couple of minor issues regarding the testicle there. We've been reading the C&C subreddit since day one, and I do my best to read all the comments from each of my posts. Many of the best ideas for remasters have come from the community. Please keep sharing your feedback. Will there be store with a launch for people to buy things like t-shirts and mouse pads? We've heard a lot of love for the C&C hoodie in the past week. We don't have any plans right now, but if there's enough demand out there, we'll look into it. Please share what people would like to see. And then there's a list down here. Did those workers ever get any shoes? Yes, if you brought the upgrade in 0 hour. Oh, hello. Will there be store with a launch for people to buy things like t-shirts and mouse pads? We've heard a lot of love for the C&C hoodie in the past week. We don't have any plans right now, but if there's enough demand out there, we'll look into it. Please share what people would like to see. And then there's a list down here. One more question. Are there any pre-order benefits? Pre-ordering the collection editions will lock in your chance to get this limited piece of C&C history. Pre-ordering any version will provide the benefit of putting a big smile on my face. Yeah. Low. For which systems will it come? Only PC? Or maybe PS or others? Right now, Remastered Collection is only on the PC. But we know C&C has a rich history on console, which is why we've also brought some of the legacy console content, missions, and cinematics to the PC for this release. So, what if you didn't know, you get all the console missions on the PC. So it's something they did, what was really awesome. So you get all what you were getting back in the day, what you got on the console on this new release. But for now, there is no console plans. Maybe if it sells really good, you know, maybe they'll do a port. Who knows? One more question. Are there any pre-order benefits? Pre-ordering the collection editions will lock in your chance to get this limited piece of C&C history. Pre-ordering any version will provide the benefit of putting a big smile on my face. Yeah. Low. Alright. Hi Jim, will there be any difficulty levels on Tiberium Dawn, as the originals didn't have any levels and he would like to play it on Brutal? Second, how smart is AI? As the original, you could block units with sandbags and things destroying the harvester and they wouldn't buy a new one. I'm glad you asked. We've actually added a difficulty level to the campaigns for Tiberium Dawn, Tiberium Dawn, along with the skirmish mode with AI difficulty levels as well. We did keep many of the AI behaviors the same, but we fixed a few AI bugs along the way. That's cool. I mean, difficulty levels are good, man. AI has always been a bit stupid in Command & Conquer. It's history. That's what it is. AI in Command & Conquer has always been stupid. Don't change it. So, how are you? I'm great. The past 24 hours have been some of the most exciting of my year, and seeing the whole C&C community come together for the reveal yesterday was amazing. Smiley face. You know, it was good. Yesterday was fantastic, man. Like, that live stream we did on this channel, man. Man, so cool. So cool. Will the graphics switch work in multiplayer or is it campaign only? Cheers, Jim. The graphic switching took some magical code work by Petroglyph team. It works in solo modes, so the campaign and skirmish, but not in multiplayer. It's one of my favorite features in the Remastered collection. So single player and skirmish only. That's whatever. Who wants to play in Legacy anyway in the multiplayer? Like, for real. That's cool. That's not a big deal. Why are you called Jim Turn? So back in 2004, I was an intern with the EA Los Angeles, I guess? RTS team. I might be wrong there. I might be wrong. Don't come at me if I'm wrong. Whatever. RTS team making the Battle for Middle-earth. Man, that was a hell of a strategy game, by the way. During the project, one of the cinematic producers gave me the nickname Jim Turn, so it just stuck on the team. And here we are, 15 years later. Nice. How extensive is the map editor? Can you make a single player missions with it? Also, what kind of user content will be possible to put on the Steam Workshop? Yes, the map editor can do both single player and multiplayer map. We're excited to see what the community creates. Nice. Will we be able to set our helicopters and aircraft on the ground and make them automatically attack a unit that comes close to it? A helipad airstrip. I do not believe this is something we've added to the title, but we do have a running wish list of all the community suggested items, and we will be sure to add this to the list because the game's not fully completed yet. It's still got like 3 months or whatever, 2 months and a half. So it'd be interesting to see if they add anything like that. Time will tell. Hi Jim, I was wondering if you guys ever contacted Joe, as in Kane, for anything related to the remasters. Besides his classic roles, Kane, he also did a lot of, if I recall, currently is aware of the remasters. What was his reaction to the role in them? The team, both at EA and Petroglyph, are still in close contact with Joe. We did reach out to Joe and he provided his blessing to use several behind the scenes photos for the bonus category. We love Joe and he has always been supportive of the franchise. Very nice. 2. Any bugs fixed included in the C&C Remastered collection? Will the multiplayer server be supported for long? We don't want to see closing of GameSpy happen again. Yes, the Community Council has provided the team with a list of bugs. Whoop whoop, you know. Hashtag me and the team. I'm joking. Which we've been prioritizing over the course of the project. we've fixed some good ones. Yeah, they have, for sure. Like, for real, they've fixed some really good things in the remaster. Like, don't worry about that. It's gonna be good, man. 3. Is there any other premium editions that will come with the release on June the 5th? The only reason I have not brought the 25th anniversary is for now there could be a better edition, like the Premier edition for like 3 years ago. Good question. The only edition on June the 5th will be the standard digital edition. The limited run collector's edition will definitely be the best versions we put out, so you might want to lock that in. Is this game fully playable offline? As you can see, he's how does this DRM work currently? Excellent question. Both campaign and skirmish modes will be playable offline within the 30-day offline rules for Steam and Origin. The only DRM is the standard Origin and Steam, for example. Oh, that's gross. I hate that thing so much. But yeah, it's pretty standard for most of the all EA titles. So whatever. What has been the most difficult part of the remaster's process in your view? The terrain was perhaps the most difficult part to remaster. It took months of intuition with the dev teams. I really hope I read that right. And bouncing versions off the community council to find a style that felt positive. You'll be able to play with all the tiles in the map editor. Okay, so you got the map editor, you'll see. Very nice. Nice. Is it possible to buy single things from the 25th anniversary box? This is going to be a no. I can tell you this already without even reading the top. Or other C&C stuff for streamers, good giveaways. You won't be able to buy individual items, but you're welcome to purchase the full edition and give away to individual items if you choose so. We're looking to offer in other merchandise for individual purposes if the community passion about it. So obviously there needs to be a big post or something, you know, Reddit or something like that, you know, something like that, and then they might do it. Peer pressure, yo. Will there be subtitles for cutscenes between missions? Yes, we've added cinematic subtitles for the following languages: English, French, German, Spanish, Russian, Polish, and simplified and additional Chinese. Do you have a launch party? I certainly hope the community hosts some awesome events for the launch party weekend. Can I get an invite? Even though most information has been out in the open, I was kind of hoping for a making of a DVD and collector's edition. Can we expect some behind the scenes footage from when the project is completed? We're including over 4 hours of behind the scenes video in the content bonus feature. You can watch my FMV reveal video from last week to hear the whole story and learn more. Is there a game speed controller in the remaster like the original? Yes, you can adjust the game speed for yourself in both campaign and skirmish, and then hosts can choose it for everyone in multiplayer. Will there be anything to show which skirmish maps you have won on? Like C&C Generals, where a star indicates what difficulty you won it on. We do show which campaigns missions you've completed and what difficulty, but we do not currently do it for skirmish maps. That's a great suggestion though. What is the supported systems? Is it Windows only, or are there things like iPad? Wait, what? Did you just say iPad? Okay. We're only focused on Windows PC with support for Windows 8.1 and Windows 10. By the way, let me clarify this, guys. They support that, but it will work on Windows 7. Let me just make that very clear. It will work on Windows 7, but there might be bugs that are on Windows 7 that won't be fixed because it's not supported. That's all. You know, we've moved on. Everyone's on Windows 10 nowadays, really. Let's be honest. So that's about it. It's just technology. How do Raider Jammers work? Are there any units that have gotten a rework to make them more viable? Our goal has been to maintain fistic gameplay. I could not pronounce that, man. I can read it, I just can't pronounce it. That's a hard one to pronounce for me. Speech impediment, boys. Gameplay of all the classic games, so we've kept the functionality of all the units the same. I can read that one perfectly. I can say it perfectly, but that's just not working in my head right now. Authentic. I said it, god damn it. If I pre-order the 25th anniversary edition, will I be able to play on release, or do I need to wait for my order? Both collector's edition come with a Steam code, which will be emailed to you in the days prior to the launch on June the 5th. That way you can preload and play the minute the game comes out, regardless of when your copy arrives. Just want to say thank you for remastering the games. I've pre-ordered the game and can't wait to play it. Thanks for the support. Looking forward to seeing you on the battlefield in June. We are not... Oh, sorry. Will there be a closed beta beta test? And how long will it till release, if it will? We are not currently on a closed... We are not planning on a closed or public beta test, but we are getting a ton of available feedback from the community council and feedback on the Reddit right now. Have the campaign missions stayed the same game-wise, other than the graphical improvements on the remaster? Yes, the campaign missions are effectively the same gameplay-wise. We've added campaign difficulties for levels for Tiberium Dawn, and we hope everyone enjoys the graphical improvements. Yeah, the difficulty levels, man, make it much harder, but game-wise it stays the same. Did you have fun making the remaster? Absolutely. Making the remastered collection has been one of the highlights of my career, especially getting to work so closely with Petroglyph and Lemon Sky and the community. Yeah, that's true. You can unlock the extra content, videos, etc. just by playing, or will there be some sort of challenge? Answers welcomed. You'll earn a piece of behind the scenes content each time you complete a campaign missions, regardless of the difficulty level. We do track which difficulty level you completed on campaign missions on, so for a true challenge, try complete all the missions on hard. How much of the AI was modernized? I read that wrong. In the game, will harvesters still take long routes following the cliff faces, or will they take smarter, more direct routes? I have to be honest, I think AI is going to be our white whale for this project. Yeah, it's going to get some, yeah, I think that's the only problem with the AI. It's always been stupid though in Command & Conquer. Like I said, that's what Command & Conquer is known for, stupid AI. Like for real. We're able to bring the skirmish AI to a Tiberium Dawn, but we found it challenging to improve certain AI mechanics. We instead decided to focus on other community requested features. I think that's the best choice. Personally, for me, like whatever, you know, AI is always like whatever. Like that's it. It's always been whatever in Command & Conquer. I'm happy they focused on other things. Why waste time on something that probably will take too long or can't be done? What was the unit most fun to recreate or redraw? Which was the most challenging? For me, I love rebuilding the Nod Flame Tank. We were able to bring in a few elements from the cinematics, which was super fun. One of the most challenging was the Orca, as the angles in game made it tough to match the legacy style. True that. True that. Will the game properly run on Windows 7 as well, or will I finally have to bite the bullet and upgrade? We are not officially supporting Windows 7, but it should run fine, perhaps with some minor issues. For best experience, we encourage Windows 8.1 or Windows 10. Will Hell March Apocalypse by Tony, Frank, and the Tiberians being the remastered? We focused on the set list performed at MegaFest along with the community request to just do it up. Hell March the Apocalypse is not currently included, but we're also big fans of the track. Ah, rip. Will there be any new tracks to the remasters other than the covered tracks by the Tiberium Sun? Yes, Frank actually discovered several unreleased tracks from the original games, which will be unlocked via the bonus category. We hope you enjoy them. Unreleased. An ELO system in place. Are there any plans to make C&C Remastered Collection competitive? For example, EA held tournaments, or perhaps incentives for TOS to be host tournaments? We're super excited to see what tournaments the community are able to host, and we're hoping some new QL features to help with this. We'll start engaging with the community more on this front closer to launch. Ooh. In multiplayer, can you form alliances with players while in a game like 2V's, like Red Alert? Handy for people who DC or leave. Does it support different match types? 2v2, 3v3, 4v4, free-for-alls? Great question. In the new custom game lobby, you can set teams ahead of time, have any combination you'd like to. So 2v2, 3v2, 2v3, 1v7, take your pick, up to 4 players for Dawn of Tib Dawn and 8 players for Alert. Hey guys, super excited for this. I already pre-ordered on Steam. I have a question about languages. Are we able to change them in settings? Me as a German guy, I'd love to change them fully English to English. Is language swap included? Have a great day. Thanks for the support. Yes, you can simply change the game language in your Steam game priorities and play in any of our supported languages. Cheers. Hey Jim, this is just a thank you from out the community, so someone out of them from the community. This type of transparency is something we need more in the industry, or frankly something of it in my eyes. Hope we see more of you in the future. Well in the future. Thanks for the kind words. Much easier to read. I'm hoping this development style can encourage more of this transparency in the future and foster even further collaboration with the community. God damn. My readings. Hey guys, super excited for this. I already pre-ordered on Steam. I have a question about languages. Are we able to change them in settings? Me as a German guy, I'd love to change them fully English to English. Is language swap included? Have a great day. Thanks for the support. Yes, you can simply change the game language in your Steam game priorities and play in any of our supported languages. Cheers. Oh, hey Jim, this is just a thank you from out the community, so someone out of them from the community. This type of transparency is something we need more in the industry, or frankly, something of it in my eyes. Hope we see more of you, well, in the future. More of you, well, in the future. Thanks for the kind words. Much easier to read. I'm hoping this development style can encourage more of this transparency in the future and foster even further collaboration with the community. God damn. My reading's terrible. Will there be a way to separate multiplayer games for tournaments and such? Hello, we've added a new observer mode and replays to the game. That's actually really cool, by the way. To the game, which should help support spectator games. We certainly want feedback from the community on how to continue improving these tools. Like, when I say that's awesome, you'll be surprised of how many, like, strategy games launch nowadays without even like observer, replays, ranking. Like, trust me, it's a thing apparently. Huge fan of the franchise, especially the original games. Will there be a game manual included in the editions, just like when the original games released back in the 90s? Please include a game manual. If you can't, include a separate game manual, perhaps in the art book. Oh, here we go. Hey there, unfortunately we were unable to include a physical manual in the collector's edition. We're still exploring if providing a digital manual would be feasible for all versions. Will the games have mod support? We were excited to reveal the map editor yesterday, but we don't have anything to announce about map mods today. In speaking to the community, we know mods is one of the most important requested items. So, not getting anything today, boys, but maybe. Too much away here on spoilers, but did you keep the alternative did he just say spoilers? The game's 25 years old. Spoilers. But did you keep alternative GDI if you blew up a certain building in a certain way? There might be a certain ending in a certain remaster collection that might play a certain FMV if the right certain conditions are met. Smiley face. So busy asking questions that I forgot to thank you guys for all the hard work. Can you also make sure people behind the scenes get a big thanks as well? Keep it up. Can't wait for the remastered. Thanks for the kind words. We'll be sure to pass along this note to everyone working on the project. In terms of animations, while the frame rate was dramatically improved, why wasn't the animations and the movement of units smoothed out more? They still operate like original assets, just run at a higher frame rate. Fidelity, god damn these words, is important, but it could have looked better. There were several creative factors here, but a key driver was keeping animations frame to frame to properly enable the real-time switching of graphics. We have been able to increase the frames on a few cosmetics VFX based on the community feedback from the fall. Will there be an online ladder system or just general online play? We're able to add a 1v1 quick match for both games. This is based on ELO matchmaking system and also include an 1v1 leaderboard. See you on the battlefield. So yeah, like they got ranking, so that's cool. Will the unit balance and remaster remain the same as the originals? And what about maximum map size in Tiberian Build and Red Alert? We've decided to keep the balance and map sizes the same as legacy titles. The Tib Door maps support 4 players, while certain Red Alert maps support up to 8 players. Do you have some of the laser known units available? Maybe just single player maps, such as the Apache Nod MS SSM launcher and Orca with friggin' laser beams. All of the playable units content from the original games and should have received their remaster treatment. I believe the laser Orca you're referring to is where we're used in a unique console mission which we have brought over that Oh, sorry, over to the PC for the Remastered collection. So, yes, everything's included. So, it will probably have dinosaurs and freaking lasers. Tiberium's Sun and Red Alert next. Right now, we're focused on finishing the Remastered collection. The truth is, this is the first PC RTS game we've released in 10 years. Everyone in the company is excited about the release, and we're hoping for a successful launch. So let's do it, boys. You want that Tib Sun and Red Alert 2 remaster? We better buy this right now. That's a wrap with Jim. Thank you to everyone who joined us today. Be sure to follow us here for more updates. Don't forget to check out our website for the latest information. Alright, boys, that's it. If you want to go pre-order, it is out to pre-order on Steam, Origin, commandandconquer.com, and I will see you later, and that's about it. That's a wrap here as well.
Welcome back, Commander.
That camera's still running.